What is it?
I think this eye is bad.
What's that?
I don't know. It looks blurry. This one is perfect.
You are getting old.
That sucks.
I mean, I can't see any of it. I have my glasses up, so.
But it's only this one. Oh,
Was it blurry from a distance or from close?
it's a blurry from distance and close.
Distance and close?
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, eye doctor would probably help you out with that.
That's where you go?
I mean, I do. Welcome.
You don't go to the car stereo guy?
Yeah, I mean, welcome back to the daily grind.
What's up?
Yeah, definitely. Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Fernando is forever young. until he's not.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Right there. What's up, Fro? It's blurry because we were up so late Sunday night. That was Jared.
Dude, we didn't went to sleep at all.
I was gonna say we didn't go to sleep at all.
At all, like none.
No, our Sunday night was. I'll do that so I don't freak all you guys out. So we went to. We had to pack up, which Jared knows all about. Then we went to the. It's always funny how Sony manages to pack up and make it to accept their awards, right? Isn't that weird?
What do you mean?
Well, because, they were there on time to the award show. We barely made it to the award show.
Well, they have like 10 people.
Yeah, and we had like 7 people.
Yeah, but our people were just playing around and just.
Yeah, but their booth is literally like just pull down the sign. They might even pay people to take their booths down. Either way. Nando getting old, bro. It happens to all of us. This is true.
That sucks.
Ordered a set of recoils for the Civic. Oh, very nice. When are you guys going to review the Cern Vega Stroker? So they actually never sent it to us. They did send us some other stuff. I got to get back to them and see if they'll send it to me. Yeah, he never sent it to us. Honestly forgot about it, and they probably did too. Fernando elbow deep into another door. Kicker new truck, subwoofer boxes. Oh yeah, I saw those. Did you get a chance to see the F150 box? Yeah. Kicker's coming out with?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're gonna do their own F150 box.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, right, Frank. Anyway, so we went to the show, we ran from the show, or from the awards, to meet everyone for dinner. Ate a great dinner.
Yeah.
Went to the bar in the middle, and that's where the chaos starts.
The bar in the middle?
The bar, the blue chair bar, as it's apparently called now.
A blue chair?
The blue chair bar. And we had to be to the airport. Our flight left at 5:30, so we got to the airport at 4:30. We went up at 3:30 to finish packing. And then get a taxi, old school taxi, because those are easy to get.
Better than.
They're way easier.
Just for the location.
Yeah.
Just for the location. I'm not saying Uber is bad. No.
No. But in Vegas, taxis are way easier to deal with.
What's in the front?
Yeah. So and they're waiting there for you. Took a taxi to the airport, hopped on the plane, and promptly fell asleep.
Yes, that's what I did.
That's what I did. And I look like a dead body just flopping around in the chair, I'm sure. Because guys, need to know, is there any manufacturer still making a high-quality single-DIN CD receiver?
Single-DIN CD receiver, yeah.
Is there?
Sony.
Single-DIN CD receiver. They don't make one.
They
don't make one.
Really?
No, nobody does. No, they don't make a high-end single-DIN CD receiver. They have a generic one like everybody else. I mean, that's just what it is. Trust me, if they make a $150 CD player like everybody else.
Okay.
That's just the reality of it. I mean, who still plays CDs and or needs a single-DIN?
Apparently him. That's what he's looking for.
Yeah, he's the last guy. Make sure he shuts off the lights on his way out. Sounds like you need more sleep. We both need more sleep. Fro says the KDCX-705 is okay. So if you're into mediocrity, there you go.
Okay.
I mean, that's just the reality of it. I mean, who plays CDs? Get a good Bluetooth one and stream from a handheld device of some kind. But either way, with that being said, we're back to an F-150 in the bay. This is a 2020 something or other F-150. Really, there are only a couple differences between this F-150 and every other F-150. I still play CDs. It happens. What's up from Nevada?
What up?
I guess I'm just old school. It happens. No, I mean, it's just what you're used to. It's not like CDs sound bad all of a sudden. My CD player stopped working on my Pioneer 8100. I mean, the reality is, it's the single DIN that throws it off. Because, I mean, if you buy any one of the new screens that has a DVD player in it,
Yeah.
you know, like the 9 series, you know, with navigation, because you got to buy it with everything.
Right.
That's a pretty good CD player and a pretty good radio, so by default, it's going to sound the best. But... And the GS9 does not have a CD player, so...
No, it does not.
Yeah. Hello from Uruguay. Hello, how's it going?
Uruguay.
That's what I said.
Nice. What's up?
Anyway, so for the most... What? For the most part, this F150 it's the newer screen, but as far as installation goes, like, it's still a 6x9 in the front door. Let me show you that. So you still got a standard 6x9 in the front door. So there's no magic happening there. Same brackets, same everything. Rear doors is 6.5, using these in the same brackets. Behind the seat on this one is still identical. So we're using the same. And then, you know, this is really what's different is the radio. Nice, but you're still popping this off, but you don't have to take any of this stuff off. So where the differences are on the newer F-150 are here, the A-pillars. The A-pillars on all the F-150s are totally different. But the bad part is if you guys are familiar with the F-150, they all have this. Like, it still looks like the old one. This is a little bigger, but the mount is totally different. The old F-150 was a 2-screw mount. They've moved that to this 3-screw mount. And the bad part is, if you look at it here, it's actually on 3 different planes. So it's quite crazy. We haven't dug too deep into how we're going to manufacture a replacement for this. We might have to fire up the 3D printer. But right now, we are doing a set of Alpine R-types. And this was easy enough to... Let me do this. This was easy enough to manufacture. If you see here, there's this clear acrylic ring that has snapped in. There's a line right here. So this just slides in over that line and shrinks the hole down to the size of my Alpine tweeter. Now the Alpine tweeter has this little lip right here, this little guy that sticks up, which rests on top of the acrylic. And you'll also notice there's an inset here, so it's not perfectly, because we need to make room for their 2 wire mounts. So this will go in like so. Takes a minute to just, because it's really tight, so you got to get it lined up, and it pushes in, and that locks it in place, and that lines it up with the front of this. And then we need a spacer, so we have another piece of 1/4 inch here that goes in as a spacer. This is you're just gonna twist it until it snaps in place like so. So now we have this mount, and then to make this even more fun, we need some way. Now you could easily just put glue or some nonsense like that on there, which we didn't want to do because we want to be able to service it. We made this sleeve here that is designed to go around the outside. This is a back cap, and so that goes on it like this, and then we'll drill a hole here to screw that together. And what you'll end up with is that screw goes in there, you'll end up with this. So you have this nice mount here on it. Put the 3 screws back in, and this of course goes into place. It looks like it's way bigger. It's really not. It's only 1/8 of an inch deeper, so it's not taking up any room, and it doesn't affect anything else in the car. But that is the joy of, and it's still actually the same factory tweeter. This hasn't changed. It's just they really overcomplicated the mount. Welcome back. Thank you. And now you're done. Yep. 2018 F150 with BO. Need to change rear, mid bass, and door. Any suggestions? Did you blow them? I don't know. We've never actually replaced anything and kept the BO system. Typically, we just take the whole thing out. But it's a standard Ford standard Ford 6.5. So, I don't remember if that one's bi-amped or not.
BO?
Yeah. I don't know if it is. I don't think it is. I think it's just a component. I mean, it's a 6.5, so any nice high quality. Sorry about that. Any nice high quality 6.5 should go back there fine. Both. We use the Metro bracket, I think, when we're doing it. Was it Metro, right? Or
This
do we
one?
no, on the back. Do we use Metro or Pack for the back bracket? That one, yeah.
It's a Stinger.
We use the Stinger bracket? Okay, so the Pack bracket is what we use on that one. But they're both about the same, so. Haley bummed about Toby Keith passing or not her style of country. Actually, it's funny you should say that because this morning when we took our little youngling to school, not Haley and I, it's just the one we take care of. We all rotate. Sue takes him 2 days. Haley and I take him the other 2 days. When we got done, the first thing she said to me was, "Bro, did you hear Toby Keith passed away last night?" And I was like, "Oh, shit, really?" It's kind of, he had stomach cancer he was suffering from and passed away. Do you know who Toby Keith is?
No, sir.
If I played his music, you would, because he was a big deal in the earlier country times. But yeah, dude, he sang some great songs.
Yeah?
I'm surprised you guys could chime in here and tell me the ones that you liked. And there again, everyone knows I'm not a country fan, but he had some really funny songs.
Okay.
So I'll play some from Fernando after the fact. C8 Corvette looks like door speakers are an 8-inch or 9-inch. Correct. They are. Which amps? Oh, good question. The king of acrylics back. Whatever. You know who said that? Techno Express.
What?
Eduardo says the king of acrylic is back.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, that is the funniest thing ever. Yeah, Eduardo, you're silly. In case you didn't see these while we were talking, so he's getting a key 501 and a key 200.4. We're doing a basic front stage upgrade on this. Nothing too fancy there. And then the amp rack is just going to be the standard amp rack. It's going to be a shorter version, so what we're waiting for is just to cut this and router that out. And this whole, not this whole piece, this is our dummy template that we use. So.
How's it going?
Hey, look for the stereo shop?
Yes, sir.
Go back out that door, look left, and look up at the ceiling. It'll say car stereo. Okay. That's where you want to be.
Thank you so much for all your help.
No problem. You're welcome. Left, left, left. Yep, there you go. Um... 2014 Jeep Wrangler, basic stock CD radio. Anything special? Need to install a radio?
Nothing special.
Nothing special. We do use, there's two kits we like to use. Metro makes a kit that's called a Classic or a C. It's like a 6510 or something like that. I prefer that one, but then I modify the crap out of it. Or you could go to Pack Parts, nothing to do with Stinger. It's called Pack Parts in California. And we buy the Alpine metal brackets that they make for the WRA radios. So you could probably go to there, and they're not cheap, but they work so much better.
They are the best.
They are the best. Oh, yeah, red, white, yep. Eduardo can give you guys a run for your money on acrylic. That's why no kidding. Really, Christian? You're funny. Yes. They produce a shit ton of acrylic out of Eduardo's. They make some of the best boat dashes I've ever seen. Actually, they do make the best boat dashes I have ever seen. Let me rephrase that so it makes sense. Your left or my left? Their left. Looks like Nando is sporting an L. Oh, yes. So Fernando, stand up for a second.
I'm up.
No, stand
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. All right, well, stand on your tippy toes.
There you go.
So this is the new Arc Audio hoodie that the guys at Arc Audio made for us.
Yeah.
So it's, it says Arc Audio, looking all slick. It's got a 5-star logo. His says for he's wearing mine right now, as you can see clearly.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, look nice.
Yeah.
So
Thank you so much.
thank you so much. And with that being said, Fernando,
Yes.
who's the show brought to you by today?
Well, this show is actually it's not brought to you by our cardio. I mean,
I know
they should.
I'm strategically placing this.
I know, but they should.
Not this show.
Not this show, but I'm just saying.
No, because this show is brought to you by.
This show is brought to you by MorelHiFi.com. Let me tell you something about Morel. I went to Vegas for this event, and I listened the shallow mount subwoofer.
I got to see it. I didn't listen to it like you.
So it's awesome. If you have a Bronco, you can get that shallow mount subwoofer in a potty box.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Is it awesome?
It is awesome.
Next level, bro. It looks very cool. I did take a bunch of pictures of it, which I hope to be posting soon. Of like close-up pictures of like the guts and stuff.
Yeah, it is great. Of course, with my favorite speakers, they are the hybrids.
Yes.
The 4-inch in the front.
And I'm glad you got to listen to it because I was thinking I wanted to do those, but I wanted to hear what they sounded like first. So.
No, they sound great. They partnered with Mobridge, of course, so that's what they doing all the DSP and everything. So, soon you're gonna see some pictures here on Instagram from those.
Of just the shallow mounts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
So thank you so much.
Where can they find them?
Morel_America here on Instagram. But if you want to see how much powers are those subwoofers and the hybrids, go to MorelHiFi.com website, and you can see all the specifications that they have in that.
Very good.
Thank you so much.
Oh no, thank you. What is your preference integration when removing a BO from? So right now, what we like to use is the pack audio piece. That one works very well. So I would go with that particular BO harness. However, I was talking with iData, and that piece is actually finally going into production. They're just waiting on the Chinese New Year to be over, and then they will. So we're still probably about a month and a half away from being able to get our hands on the first iData BO system. So that ought to be fun. Can you install a different radio in a 2022 Silverado? Crutchfield claims you can't. Crutchfield isn't wrong. Right now, there is nothing that is a direct plug-and-play interface for it. So, and there was, and then it got pulled. So at the moment, no. That's not to say that there isn't going to be. It's just at the moment it is still tied up.
Not available yet.
Yeah. Do the Access harnesses DSP kits for 2021 Honda Accord Premium Audio work well now? I heard about an Apple CarPlay issue. What you were hearing was the hands-free portion of it being somewhat weird, echoey and whatnot. Is what happened in the past. We have not gone back to that radio or to that interface since.
But it's not like apparently they fixed it already?
Supposedly they fixed it, but we have not gone back to it yet.
We haven't proved it.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah. And I haven't talked to anybody that's done one lately to find out. It's a good question, though. I should probably ask. I'm just saying. Somebody's probably tried it. The speakers you showed where the voice coil was about as big as the surround was crazy. Can't remember their name. Well, it's funny because Fernando was smart enough to grab their pamphlet. It sounds like an alcoholic beverage name, as Fernando liked to say, because it is called Truly. But this is the speaker you're talking about, this guy right here. Thin Driver Technology. For those of you guys that didn't see the show from the show floor at Mobile Solutions. Why did I say Mobile Solutions? Mobile Solutions is next month. This month it was Knowledge Fest. But anyways, this is it here. It's really cool. It's all open. It looks fantastic. Lots of neat stuff. We'll do more on this. Our good friend Rich at rvdfl.com apparently is going to be the distributor for this thing. So it is expensive. Apparently it's like $1,000. Yeah, it's like $1,000 for the woofer, which I could see because according to this, the magnets are like everything about this is a one-off tooling.
And it's open. You can see the spider.
Yeah, so
the technology they have is pretty cool.
Nice. I might wait for the iData. Which would you suggest? Alpine ILX F509 or the Sony 9500 for Tacoma? I'm thinking of the features in my head just to figure out if there's any.
The ILX or what?
The 509 or the 9500.
509, 9500.
I mean, the 9500 should have a better DAC.
I would pick the 9500 because it has the similar features as the GS9.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that's why I would pick the 9500 for sure.
There you go, 9500. When do we sleep? I could tell you yesterday, we got home. We landed about like 2:30, got picked up at 3. I had some stuff to do. I got to sleep at around 6 because I had to unpack, do laundry.
Yeah.
Fernando had to go grocery shopping and all that. He got to bed about 10.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning, so I slept from like 6 till 7:30.
Very nice.
But that's not going to make up for the fact that, like, one night he was talking with our boy John Catalano, who was at Certain Vega Diamond. Mm-hmm. They were out smoking cigars till like 7 o'clock in the morning. I tapped out at like 3, which is funny because normally he taps out before me. But I tapped out at like 3. I could not stay awake for the life of me. And then I was all fine with sleeping in, but this goofball set his alarm for 9 o'clock for some stupid reason. What the hell that was about? And then he's one of these people that leaves their alarm on snooze. I was like, damn it. Because I would have gone back to sleep, but it went off, so yeah. Oh,
well, that was pretty good because we actually went and do something.
Yes, we did. We did that. Yes, I was fine with waking up and doing stuff and seeing things, and got to talk to Casey while we were there. That was nice.
There you go, see?
And he goes, I got to get you guys one of those subs as soon as they come in. So it'd be nice to play with the Morel sub. What's your opinion on using a DSP versus cell phone audio? Do you hear wait, what? What is your opinion on using a DAP, digital audio player, versus cell phone audio? Do you hear a difference? Yes. Okay. First off, it's going to depend on what kind of cell phone you have. Secondly, it's going to depend on whether your music has been downloaded to your phone or if you're streaming off some crappy streaming service like Pandora or something like that. Mm-hmm. So,
and for that, I'm just gonna say yes, it's good because just for what you say.
Yeah.
You don't know what streaming services you're using.
And we don't know how you're integrating it into the radio.
And for the DAC, the portable players, you definitely have to have high-res files downloaded.
So that's the cool thing, is that, yes, you can. So, like, the file that Brian is using plays iTunes.
Yes.
So you can actually download the high-res iTunes files to it and play those. But it depends on how you're getting it into the radio. So is it going directly in the radio? Is it going into the DSP all on its own? So there's a lot of questions. I'm not just going to say, it's the best. Yeah. Might not be. You might hear no difference at all.
Right.
Hey, Dean Fernando, should I set my frequencies from my amp, or is it okay to set the amp full range and set frequencies through my radio? Either one will work identically the same. The difference is, if you set them at the amplifier, it's kind of like no one's going to screw that up. So, for example, if you have your car set up and you run into the store and your homies are sitting out in your car and they're like, oh man, I can make this sound better, and they start touching buttons and changing crossover points, and you don't realize that, and then you're like, why does it sound like crap? Why did I blow speakers?
That friend just lost his hand.
Yeah, that friend just lost his hand. Exactly. That's really the only reason that you would be concerned with that. So like, we'll typically set them at the amplifier for that reason, is that most customers don't know to leave that alone. But if you, like me, I would use the radio, because I'm the only one in the car that's going to touch that. So, busiest guy in car audio. Hi guys. Is this the best way to ask questions? I would say so, yes, because if, we have 2 shows that we do, Monday and Saturday, that you can ask questions on. However, now you're competing against more people. The Instagram show is easier to get questions answered only because we do it more frequently, usually 3 to 4 times a week. We are limited on the time that we can, but yes, this is a good place to ask questions. If you try to text us or email us or DM us or face whatever the hell it is, we don't answer those. We just don't have the time. One other question. What was name of sub enclosure that fits in the tire well that was used in Haley's car? That is the Diamond Audio non-amplified spare tire thingy. So that's the Diamond Audio version of it. It comes in 3 or 4 different versions. That is the deep.
Non-amplified?
Is the non-amplified deep. They also make it in a shallow that we've been trying to get our hands on, and they also make it in an amplified version of it. JBL also makes a version of it in both amplified and non-amplified as well. But yes, if you saw the review of it, it is quite amazing, and it is still in her tire. We are going to be taking it out. Not actually taking it. We're going to be disconnecting it because we just got 2 new Diamond Audio boxes, standard boxes to review. So we'll be looking at those here soon. But that's it. That's all we got. I got to get back to work. I got to get this other tweeter mounted. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. And hey, I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. It's a Monday for us, but we're not doing a live show tonight. I'm just going to go home and go to bed. You guys have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Did I get the sock? Oh, yeah, I did get the sock.
Yeah.
Well, here, just leave that on there for now. Don't worry about it. That's true. That is true. Good day, everyone. We just wrapping up the F150 that we started yesterday. Fernando did his listen because I can't hear out of this ear right now. It got clogged on the airplane, which was extremely painful, and it hasn't popped yet, so to speak. So, hey, from West Texas. So it's kind of like I hear myself talk enough between this and editing and all that, and it's weird because everything is off, which is really annoying. As Haley would say, so annoying. Oh my God. Anyways, let's take a look at this and see how it ended up. Just to recap, what we did is previous generation R-types. So 6x9 tweeter. If you want to see how the tweeter was mounted into this 2021, go to yesterday's video and we kind of break it down, because even though it looks very similar to previous gen, has that speaker way over, let me zoom in here, has that speaker way over there. It is totally different, and we had to come up with some new laser stuff. This is the amp rack that we went with. So we have the Key 500.1, we have the Key 200.4, we have a green LGD for load resistance, high level into both of these amplifiers, because believe it or not, these have a high level built into them. It's crazy. And it'll take plenty of voltage, so no matter what this radio will put out, these amplifiers will handle. So we have high level into here, channels 1 and 2, which is, if you look here, hang on, let me grab a light so you guys can see what's going on, because this is something that you guys would ask about, and I want to show you a closer view. Nando, my guys. Wow, that was loud. My ear is just totally off. Anyways, all right, so I got the light. All right, let's take a look at this a little better. All right. So if you'll notice, see how there is dual wires coming out of each of those connections. So there's two here, two here, two here. And so these are left and right positive negatives, and each one of them is going off to their corresponding amplifiers. So we tap the rear for the subwoofer, and obviously this is a front stage upgrade. So this channels 1 and 2 are tweeters, channel 3 and 4 are mid bass. Choose some gum. I don't have any gum. Come on, Sue, help me out here. Anyways, so this here. Now, one of the cool things about this amplifier is it has this switch here, which turns off the DC offset, which allows us to use this as the main amplifier. So signal comes into here, but the signal that's going into this amp, we can take the remote turn on here, and it now becomes an output, and that will feed the input of this amplifier. So this amplifier turns on first, and then this amplifier turns on. So they're both not going pow at the same time. So it gives us that slight delay for this one to turn on, which is really cool. LGDs, do you need to put them on all 4 channels of a base model radio if you only want to use the left, front, and right signals? Yes, actually you do. That is hold on. That's a fantastic question. 2 points to you. Yes, if you never leave a channel unloaded, whether you're going to be using it or not. So because the protection circuit and or the amplifier itself becomes unstable and or will be triggered. A lot of and ors going on. That means that if, like in this case, we're using the rear speakers, so they're still hooked up. Watch tomorrow's video, we'll show you what we use to do that. Anyways, these are still hooked up, so all we have is a load on the front 2 channels because the speaker is providing the load for the rear 2 channels. Now, if we were to just screw the rear channels, we'd still put LGDs on those rear channels so that the radio's amplifier would be happy. And that's what you want, happy amplifier, happy life. You get what I mean? So yes, good question. All right, so back to this. I like when you guys ask good questions. So here we go. This is feeding into here. Got all that taken care of. Bass knob. Outputs of this go off underneath the seat to a sub amp. Speed wire coming off of this side of the plug here goes off to the off to the radio, which Fernando's putting the top piece back on. So in these new Fords, the only piece you have to take off is this top piece here. The radio actually sits right here. It's just a box. It has nothing to do with the screen, which is cool. So you don't have to do anything here. Leave that all alone. The new Fords are all the way. The Bronco's that way. The F-150's that way. I'm sure all the other cars that nobody buys are that way. So there's 4 screws here that hold a metal bracket. That metal bracket comes out, and then there's 4 screws down lower that hold the radio. You do have to unscrew it, tip it up so you can unplug the plug because it's right here, and it sits up against the air conditioner tubing, not the actual air conditioner. So you just unplug it, plug the new T-harness in, screw it back into place, and all is good. And like I said, watch tomorrow's video. We're going to explain the T-harness that we used in this. We've talked about them before, but we thought it was time we do an actually dedicated video. Audio systems in the house. What is up? Anyway, so, and then of course we use the T-spec power distribution. So this is fuse holder and ground, which is cool. Ground in the middle, power on the outsides. If you've ever worked on a key, you know it just has these little tiny wires right here. We take that, we solder it to a 10 gauge, and that gets us into the power distribution block. This is colored Tech Flex to make it look super cool, because that's what it needs. And then this is just a bass knob that goes off, down, and around. And so yeah, this is a very simple amp rack. There's 2 screws located with nutserts behind these 2 pieces here. So that goes right into place, plenty of room for everything. And that's it. He bought this, which is cool. This is the cool little bracket to fold the seat down instead of us having to go down here and pull the thing. Those are nice. Love that. Okay. I don't have it on my rear channels. I have the high frequency noise. Is it permanently damaged? No, it's just looking for a load. It shouldn't be permanently damaged. So just go ahead and put the load on there. Remember, the amplifiers are reactive, so they're just doing what they think they need to do. So yeah, it should be fine. Hey, Fernando.
Yes, sir.
Love me an F-150. Guess who's in the house?
Who?
Really?
No way! Is that really them? Who is it?
Yeah,
Talk to me.
it's
Oh,
Morel.
I know. I was watching too.
Oh, okay. Is that where you're over here digging out your hat?
Exactly. So, yeah. This show is brought to you by Morel_America here on Instagram. But if you want to find out specifications, product, and everything about Morel, MorelHiFi.com. This is the place that you can find the new subwoofer shallow mounts, the hybrids,
The Elates. The Virtus Carbon Nanos.
BMW.
Maximo 3-way set or Maximus 3-way set.
You can find anything about.
Yeah, a lot of ultras, a lot of carbon.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
One of my favorites.
You have a favorite?
I said one of my favorites.
One of your favorites?
Actually, the Maximo 3-way, affordable.
Very
can
affordable.
Get a 3-way set.
Yeah, very budget friendly.
MorelHiFi.com here on Instagram. Morel_America. Thank you so much.
And under $1,000.
Yes.
Way under $1,000. All right, there you go. Let's move down here. What's up from Tuscaloosa? Isn't that one of those cool names, Tuscaloosa? Like, where do you live? I live in Tuscaloosa. Yeah. Let's get on the horses and ride. Anyways, sorry. I have that hat. Awesome hat, Nando.
Oh, thank you so much.
Is that P50? I have no idea.
Is it what?
I don't know.
50 pesos.
Is that 50 pesos?
50 pesos.
50 pesos. That's like 10 cents. Is it $20? 50 pesos? I don't know.
It's probably like $25.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know when the new CERN Vegas are coming out? You mean the cool red ones that we showed in the video the other day? No.
The what?
So, did you see the classic CERN Vegas sitting over on the CERN Vega table? They had a whole red line of CERN Vegas, so they're coming out with a classic look CERN Vega. Because CERN Vegas used to have the red surround.
Yeah.
So it's got a carbon fiber cone with a red surround. Looks freaking awesome.
Cool.
They have a whole line of speakers. But no, we didn't get a chance.
I'll find out.
Yeah, call John and find out. What's a good two-way component for an F150 with the factory tweeter locations on the A-pillar and the... So he went with R-types. If you're looking for the ultimate and simple...
Morel. Check Morel.
Morel makes a 6x9.
MorelHiFi.com. They make it really nice.
If you're looking for something that is like simple plug-and-play type stuff, you have the Focal inside stuff.
Yeah, yep.
It'll just go right into place.
Correct.
Power base, if you're looking for something that is just a little better than factory. Yeah. But everybody makes a 6x9 with a tweeter now. So, like 50 cents.
Oh. 50 cents. Oh, dude, this is like that, man. There you go.
What's up from San Diego? All right, so let's get back to the F-150 here for a couple seconds. Maybe a minute or two. Let me grab the lights. You guys got the amplifier all squared away. The only other thing that we did today that we didn't have done yesterday was we added the bass knob. This is kind of cool. If you are having one of these Fords, a lot of the new Fords have this panel. Bronco has it. If there's nothing located here on the panel, that is actually open behind there. It makes a great place to put the bass knob. So a lot of the new Fords are coming with universal parts, and this is one of them. And the bass knob will fit there if you're curious if it will or not. So that's really nice because it just gets tucked in out of the way, and it blends in and looks cool. Yeah, so that's it. That's it. They love power, by the way. Everything loves power. Who doesn't love power? Power is king. Gotta have power. Everybody loves power. I know. Somebody earlier asked about some Ground Zero speaker three-way set. I have to tell you, that's a tough one only because Ground Zero makes a ton of different series. And it's hard to keep track of them for me. There's just so many. Like, we had the opportunity to use the uraniums in his car, but I feel that might be out of your price point when you were saying that, but I don't know if it is. But uranium was the higher end product. We have the uranium amp sitting over here on the wall. This guy, which I think they just actually updated this amplifier with a new version of it. Great. But I would check those out, or anything, maybe a step below that to hit your price point. But because I think those are like a la carte. But you can buy them with and without crossovers, which does save money if you're going to go full active. So you can get them non-crossovered, which would be cheaper. So that's kind of cool. Halftime with Haley Sunday night. Yes, actually.
You guys gonna do that?
So here's what we might. So I don't. All right. So here's the problem. She loves watching the halftime show. So I have to find out if she's interested in this halftime show. So we're either going to do it during the halftime show or we're going to wait till after, or we might do something like when they're doing the quick setup for the halftime show. We might come on and just talk about stuff, but definitely we're going to be doing something Sunday. I will put a link to it. We'll put a link. We'll tell you guys what we're doing.
Like a 2-camera. One faces the TV.
Well, because for one, you can't do that.
Like you with this one, Haley. You invite Haley with this one, and then you just...
No, I got that, but we'll both be in the same room. What would I have the second camera for? To show the TV?
To show the TV, yeah.
Well, yeah, but I can't show the TV. The NFL would shut that down so quick.
Okay.
I mean, you can't rebroadcast. Yeah, anyways.
It's just the commercials.
Anyways, yes, we'll be on Sunday for sure. No problem. Can anyone attend MasterTech Expo, or is it an industry only?
No.
So, funny thing you should ask about that. All right. Anyone could attend. Yeah. However, it is a paid-for-play event. There are 2 types of registration you can do. You can do the full training to where you sign up and you take all the classes, which I think right now is about $800 plus hotel. But that includes all your food. Okay, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner are all paid for. And, of course, all the classes, the show floor, the whole 9 yards. And then there's a second one, which is just the show floor pass. That'll get you into the show floor. It'll get you the food, and it'll get you the nighttime activities with the manufacturers. So you can go to the vendors training classes if you want to. And that one is like $200. Okay? Really? Yeah, it's cheap. Yeah, I think it's like, don't quote me on that, but I think it's somewhere around $200. And that'll get you all 3 days on the show floor. So you can't go to the classes in the morning, but you can hang out with the vendors. You can do all that fun stuff. So there's 2 price points, whichever one works for you. But no, it is not industry focused. Anyone could attend. It's open to all industries, so it's open to anybody. So there you go. Damn, this ear is killing me. All right. Yeah, it's not like MasterTech. It's not like Knowledge Fest. That's what's cool about MasterTech. I'm tempted to replace the 3.5-inch speaker in my Subaru Forester with the Harman with a 3.5-inch Kenwood, but frequency response is 800 to 20,000. Will there be a gap between the 6x9 and the mid-bass dash? No, you'll be fine. So here's the problem you have to run into. Before you buy anything, you need to find out if it is a 4-ohm speaker or a 2-ohm speaker. That is the most important thing. If it is a 4-ohm speaker, by all means replace it with a Kenwood. It should sound better. If it is a 2-ohm speaker, then you're going to want to replace it with the Audio Control 3.5 2-ohm. Okay, because that'll allow you to keep everything playing the way it is.
3-ohm?
The Audio Control is like it's close enough to 2 ohms, so it's like, something. Yeah. But that way you'll keep the power going to it. In your phone is the phone altering your voice on the fly, Dean? You go from sounding like yourself to Darth Vader and back. Not sure if it's a new feature or a live show. I'm not doing it here. And so, yeah, I have a clogged ear, which in my head is making my voice sound weird. But if it's doing some weird robot stuff here, that's probably just a connection issue. That's pretty cool, though. Darth Vader, I know. Luke, I am your father. I still think one of the best scenes in Star Wars was 2 scenes. The original New Hope, when Obi-Wan Kenobi explains to Luke how Darth Vader killed Anakin Skywalker. And then later on in Return of the Jedi, when Luke confronts Obi-Wan Kenobi about saying that his father was dead, and he explains to him, well, the good man that was your father, turned into Darth Vader, therefore, from a certain point of view, he killed him. I love that line, because it's really a life-altering lesson to be learned by all, is that a certain point of view can change everything, not just doing this. Woo. He still looks short. Can't help it. Hey, Dean Nando, which iData Kenwood harness do you use with my Kenwood 1007? I have no idea. I think it's because they make like a Ken 1, 2, and 3, I think. But it will tell you when you go to iData and type in your radio, Like, they'll give you that information right there. At least they should. But I think honestly, I have no idea. You should be able to, they should have a picture of the harness. I don't know. Paul hands us that stuff, and I don't ever pay attention.
Yeah.
The stadium in Las Vegas is named the Death Star. Oh, I didn't know that.
Really?
That is pretty cool. Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, look who it is. It's Mr. Jeffrey Smith.
The Jeff Smith?
It's Mr. Smith, Mr. Anderson. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good?
Yeah, we
All
good.
right. Hey, listen, we'd love to stay and play. Play? What the heck was on that?
Yeah,
I was trying to finish something I saw. Awesome explanation on the whole Star Wars thing. On another note, have you guys worked on a Stang lately? Nope. But anyways, that's all we got. Hola, amigos, says Jeffrey. That's all we got for you. We got to get back to work. We just wanted to show you the conclusion of this F-150. You guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Good afternoon, or late afternoon, whatever that is. How's everybody doing today on this beautiful Saturday? What's up, Steve? So for those of you that caught the news the other day and Fernando wasn't here, quick update, he's still not here. I took the day off yesterday, and then today I told him to take the day off also. What's up, Fro? So, he is not feeling good. Apparently a lot of guys got sick after coming back from Knowledge Fest. So, I was like, hey man, just stay home. I don't want to get sick. What's up? Oh no, what did he say? We're working too, okay, and it's Saturday. I know, you should be out on your boat. You got your new boat, so you should be out on that. What's up, Dean? Hope all is well. Yeah, it's as good as it could be expected. Yeah, it's in like, apparently it's some bad crud too, because like, I know a couple of the guys didn't do so well with it. Like, it totally tore them up. So, but that's okay. We're gonna do a show tonight. It'll just be me. Iowa Mike. And that's all right. Trying to get a guest, but they're busy, and if they have time, if they're done, they might come on. So that'll be nice. Otherwise, we'll just do an old school Q&A, have some fun. What's the purpose of using 180 degrees on bass amp, and when do you use it? Oh, that's a big question there. So the idea behind it is, and there again, it's not one of those written laws that you have to do this because this is all that works. And depending on who you talk to, you're gonna get like 3 or 4 different answers on it. I don't think you'll get the same answer twice. So I'll explain to you the concept behind it so that you kind of understand what they're talking about. And the idea is mid-bass, okay? So we've used the term coupling with your mid-bass. So your subwoofer, you want it to couple with your mid-range, mid-bass driver, 6.5 in the door, so that it sounds like you have upfront bass. A lot of people, most people will just say what's up, everyone? They want, I want the boomiest mid-bass on the face of the earth. And usually how you do that is by having a really good subwoofer that can couple with the mid-range and makes the mid-bass sound more full and complete. Because if you think about it, a subwoofer will do a better job. Sorry if I'm out of frame. It's trying to get this last zip tie. A subwoofer will do a better job at mid-bass than a mid-range will, because it's just a smaller driver. You can have more impact to it. So anyways, the idea, some of the schools of thought are that you're going to turn your subwoofer 180 degrees out of phase. And that is usually only part of it. It has to do with also adding the appropriate delay. But there again, not everyone is on board with this school of thought. So if it's something you would like to try, by all means, go for it. There's no like, oh, you suck kind of thing that's gonna happen. It's either gonna work or it's not. But that is the school of thought there. And did you know what? I tightened this one up too much. God damn. Darn it. Poo. How do the Exelon 6x9 components like being active off of a kicker key? We do it exclusively, man. They sound amazing. Like, anytime we're doing those speakers and we're doing a key, that's the only way we run them. So, do it. Do it. Definitely want to do it. So this is just FYI, what I'm working on is an amp rack for MasterTech. So we're teaching a wiring class at MasterTech, and we're going to bring a couple different amp racks that we've built over the years for demos. What am I saying? Just a couple different amp racks that we built for the class for demonstration purposes on what things are and whatnot. So like, this is just all cut off. It's going to be like the Moscone one that's over back there. So just trying to, since I have a free moment in time, trying to get it done. But yeah. We're doing this one a little bit differently, but for the most part, this is going to be our basic. It's going to be the demo for the basic or everyday. I won't call it basic, it's just the everyday install. And then, we'll have the couple other ones. We're going to be doing one, hopefully we'll be doing one with Memphis. Memphis is supposed to be sending us some equipment to do an amp rack. Really want to use their distribution block. So that would be cool. I like to play with new exotic stuff. Alright, let's see what's going on. Hey guys. Would you recommend any preloaded sub 6.5 or 8-inch for the Tacoma 2023? So Tacoma will actually fit a normal size subwoofer or bigger box. I mean, an 8 or a 6.5, unless it's just a single cab. There's a couple different boxes out there for that one that sound really good if it's the 4-door. I don't think I would use a 6 or an 8. Most of the boxes that they make for those fit at 10. Unless it has that weird under seat thing, in which case, yeah, I got nothing. I mean, unless you're just looking for an 8-inch. The P300 8-inch from Rockford is a nice little box to go in there for sure. Just say you guys are here's amazing content. Thank you. It's nice of you to stop by. We'll be doing the show live tonight in 30 minutes, so that'll be fun. We'll also, for those of you guys that are watching the Super Bowl tomorrow, don't forget we'll be doing a Boring Life with Dean and Haley. We're gonna do a halftime. We're gonna do a halftime like reaction video live with Haley watching it. Yeah, so that ought to be interesting. You can find that on my Facebook page or the Boring Life Dean and Haley on YouTube. And then we'll come on and we'll talk about commercials and amazing plays and how spectacular Mahomes played, because apparently he's the only guy on the field. Taylor Swift and what she contributed to the game, because I'm pretty sure she's going to be the only one out there scoring touchdowns. At least that's what everyone keeps telling me. I didn't even tell it. What? It was like tailoring me. Anyways, so, whew. All right. Alright, so we got this. Right. Let me show you what I'm working on, just because you guys like to see that stuff. And I like to show you. So this is these are 2 blown amplifiers, and yes, they are different colors. I'm thinking about doing, I don't know. I have a plan. But did something different. I wanted them to be right next to one another. The weird thing is like this end is this color and this end is that color, purely by accident, but it's kind of neat. Anyways, these are actually dead amplifiers that I asked them to send me because there's no reason to use good amplifiers for something like this. So this is the start. So we're getting what I like to call signal, the first 2. So signal is 1, output is 2, and then the last will be 3, which is power. And that is the next step. These are going to come over like this. This is the speaker. This will probably stay like this, and then we'll add in the little tiny acrylic ends to them so that they look finished. Just trying to figure out. So the idea that I had is I'm using these fuse boxes because this is the company. Orca is this, and so what I was thinking about doing is this. All right, so this one goes here, and then this one goes here. So what I was thinking about is making them to where the ground goes this way and the power comes this way, and then I have a piece here and a piece here, just to be different. Because I mean, otherwise, what you end up with is, you know, this, or you end up with this, which is fine. But I was hoping to do something that looked a little bit different. In some applications, the ground is this way, so I thought that might look cool, you know, and then just have the power wire over under through here, just to make it look neat. So, and just kind of match the overall look and feel. Maybe put a logo right here in the center. What's up, Haley? So that's what I'm working on right now. So that's the struggle. Because keep in mind, for the most part, though this is practical, it's more or less artwork. So, yeah, and that was the idea. Maybe put some orange acrylic underneath it. I don't know. But I hit my roadblock on time. Turn left, turn right, walk fast, walk slow. I had like 20 minutes, and I had enough just to get those RCAs zip tied into place. So I feel good about that. And use my wire ruler. I saw somebody post a picture that had 3 of these, which was really neat, and they laid them next to one another, and they drilled all the holes in them, and I was like, oh wow, that was pretty cool. I don't know if I'd do that. I mean, I can't afford 3 of them, but thanks for him for buying 3 of them. That was pretty cool. So anyways, that's all I got. So just to also recap on what these would be doing in the fictitious world that these are in, that's why this is a monoblock, this is a 4-channel, and the reason why this has 2 RCAs and this has 2 RCAs, which is upside down. Let's fix that. Is this 4-channel would be running tweeters, as you can see, the yellow and mid bass, and we'd have 2-channel in, and then this has a bandpass and goes up to 4K on the tweeter. So channel 1 and 2 will go up to 4K. Channels 3 and 4 have bandpass, so this one amplifier will do the front stage no problem. And so that's why we only need, then there's a switch right here that asks what you want channel 3 input to be, or 3 and 4 if you want it to be a clone of 1 and 2, which we do. So I only need to put 2 RCAs into this. So this would be an active front stage amplifier. So essentially what you're looking at is a big 5-channel amp. Pretty cool, right? I know, it's different. So layers upon layers of goodness. There's always more than one way to do something, unless you're Christian, in which case you're going to find 10 different ways to do something, and then you're going to sell it all and start over. Go Christian, go. That's all I got for today. Make sure to tune in to YouTube in a half hour. Are those the focal answers to your workbench? Last time, yes, these are the focals. I've been sitting on my workbench for like 3 months, so they're finally getting a home.
But that's it. These are not brand new. These are destroyed. Somebody broke them. Fernando's out sick. So, all right, guys, make sure to tune in to YouTube. We'll see you soon. Bye.